Hi everyone. So today we're doing a pick a card reading on what you are manifesting. So we have three groups, and the first one is Amethyst, and the second one is Green Aventurine, and the third one is Rose Quartz. So you can pause the video if you want to look at the groups, or if you've decided, then you can just go to your group. The timestamps will be in the description below, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, group one. So we have tarot. I'm gonna put your crystal over here, amethyst, and we have your tarot that I pre-shuffled off camera, and we also have some oracle cards, and then I'm gonna pull some additional oracle cards after. So first, we're just gonna take a look at what you have. So this is basically just what you can be manifesting something intentionally or unintentionally, and things just sort of happen that way. A lot of times I find that it is unintentional. So if you see something you don't like, or that you want differently, or maybe there's something else you want to manifest instead of what comes up in the reading, you can always change that and do something else. Focus your energy on something else. So for now, though, we're just going to look at what you're currently manifesting. So first card you have is the Strength card. Okay. Strength. And then we have, the Sun. Oh, what an interesting combination. And then finally we have the Seeker of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. It's interesting. Okay. I'm really hearing like power move with the Strength card, and I keep looking at the hands on the Sun, and it's just giving me like you've been planning this for a while. You've been very, very patient. Also notice that the symbol up here is the Sun, as well as obviously the Sun. And we have like the Moon, the Star. So you've been getting everything together. This feels like a dream you've been working on for a long time. And with the wishbone here on the Seeker of Cups, this is a wish that you made, but you really put in a lot of work. You've been working on this for a long time. But you know what? Sometimes when you work on something for a long time, you can think it may not happen, or you may have doubts. You've been very, very, very confident in this. This is something that you have been working on, and you have been adamant that it will happen. And it's showing up in your reading this strongly. I will agree with you. It is going to happen. You will, sorry, it's a little shaky. You will experience the fruition of your hard work. But you have been very, very patient. Very patient. Okay, so let's get into your oracle cards. So the first one is the Underworld. Ooh, Underworld. Okay. Second one is Release. Yeah. Release. So pretty in the light. Release. And then finally we have Get Creative. Oh, that's nice. You know what I love about these three cards? It's it's you being stuck, and then you getting out of that stuckness and being free, because you see the wings, you're just completely free. So I think what you've been working on is getting out of a pretty tough situation. And this can be in any area of your life. This could be at home, or at work, or in a social group with certain people, or a relationship maybe even. But this feels like an environment that you've been stuck in for a long time, and you've been trapped. And I can see that's why you've had to be patient. because you've been stuck in this situation for a long time, where you've been trapped and you've been micromanaged, and you have been just really, really, really tested, been very tested in this situation. And you have made plans to work on getting out, pretty much, on that light at the end of the tunnel, because you could see it the whole time with the strength card and the underworld. You could see your, like, the other side of it. It wasn't something that you were blind to, or that you were fooling yourself into thinking that you could stay in a situation that wasn't good for you. You knew full on well that it was not good for you, and you were working really hard. I was going to say working your ass off, so maybe you've been working your ass off to get yourself out of this situation, which I fully believe you have, and you will. Like, I see that. So what you're manifesting is freedom out of a certain situation. So today is just going to be quick messages. I'm going to be doing longer readings in the future, but yours is pretty straightforward though, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to shuffle a couple extra cards to see if there's anything else you should know about what you're manifesting. But basically what you're manifesting is freedom from a really shitty situation, and you sort of getting the last laugh. You're getting your holy grail. You're getting your freedom, and it's plain and simple. You're getting your freedom. So I was shuffling this off camera, but so just a couple extra cards. I'm gonna take this. That's just 3. I was gonna take, oh yeah, screw it, why not? So let's see. We have destiny. Oh, I think these are all upside down. We have destiny, which is, oh, we have the key in the back and the cage here. This is pretty cool. Wow, this is a pretty powerful image. So again, this is your freedom. This is exactly what I was saying. You're being freed from your cage. You were trapped in something that you just could not be in. Willpower. What did I say? You've been very, very, very strong in this. You have been very, very, very tough. And you have been... Ooh, we have union. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize the light. See if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. I hope you can see the other two. Okay. Union is interesting. So maybe... I really feel like this is you with who you... It's like when you get out of a situation, you can finally be who you truly are. And like you can see the shadow and the light. You've been stuck in this shadowy place. And so now you're going into this light place where the sun is shining on you, and you get to finally be who you are, which is really, really beautiful. And then finally we have growth of energy. And you see all the eggs and the seed of life with the geometry, sacred geometry. This is definitely... Oh, I didn't even realize you couldn't see the... There you go. Oh, well, not really, but... yeah, this is a new life for you. This is a new beginning. This is something that you get to do things that you couldn't do before. And so you're really, really, really... you're being set free in a really big, beautiful way. And this is because you were doing it this whole time. So this is a big pat on the back for you. You're getting what you're working towards. And I do see it coming to fruition pretty quickly because you've already been doing it for so long. So you get to enjoy the rewards of that. So that is all I have for you for this reading. I hope to see you in the next one. I plan on doing a lot more of these. So I hope to see you in the next one, and I hope you enjoy what's coming towards you. All right, I'll see you next one. Bye, guys. Hi, group 2. So you chose green adventuring, and put it over here. So this is just going to be what you are currently manifesting. And I said in group 1, what you're manifesting can change at, any time. So if you don't like what you see or you want to manifest something different, you can always shift your focus and intentionally manifest or try to manifest what you want. And that's really up to you, because we manifest things intentionally and unintentionally. So whatever you see here, you can shift and mold to however you want. If it's exactly what you want, then keep doing what you're doing, because it's bringing in what you want. So anyway, I have some pre-shuffled cards, Tarot and Oracle, and then I will be doing some extra Oracle cards. So, but these are going to be quick messages, so we're just going to get straight to it. So, first card you have for what you're currently manifesting is Judgment. Oh, right away with the not heavy, but big cards. All right. Second card is, sorry. We have the Seven of Coins. A big reveal, right? Seven of Coins, or Seven of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Okay. This is interesting. And I feel like I say that all the time. This is interesting. But it really is, because you have, I keep wanting to say freedom, which is very reminiscent of the first reading. So maybe there's a message in there for you if you feel called or you resonate with wanting freedom in some area of your life. But this feels like self-redemption. This feels like you may have been in a situation, or many situations, but it feels like you lost a sense of who you were, but from your own actions. Maybe you've gotten into some bad habits, or you've been around people that you don't really vibe with, or maybe you've been at a job you don't like. Again, I keep feeling like this is very similar to group one, but this feels, for group one, it felt more like environmental. For you, it feels more self. It feels more inner world. Because I keep looking at the Seven of Pentacles, and I keep seeing you looking around at all the things that you want that you don't have. But there's a disconnection from where you've been to what you want. Meaning, because this does feel like past energy. This feels like you have been kind of in a space where you've been wanting, but what you were doing or where you were wasn't aligned with what you wanted. And it's like you're having a come back to earth moment or something. You're having like a reality check. But it may have already happened. You may have already had this moment where you feel like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do these things that aren't aligned with what I want. It seems like you were on a path of self-destruction, to be honest with you, and that may be pretty heavy for some of you, and I'm sorry. Little trigger warning there. I don't know how deep or far down a path of, not what you want, just to keep it light, you went down. I don't know how deep that got for you, but it just seems like you were going down a path that you didn't want to go down. And you had this epiphany, or this awakening, or this just something that really made you like a wake-up call. But it's just something that made you see that you didn't want to do that anymore. You didn't want to be like that anymore. You just didn't want to go down that road any longer. And so you decided to take another look at the things that you truly do want in your life. And you decided to lock in. A big thing that's standing out to me is this tooth right here. And then you see the tooth here with the two keys. So it feels like you're locking into a goal. So a big thing that's coming up for me with you is self-discipline and willpower. Just really locking in. Like and this is something that you've tried to do before that you weren't successful at. Like it's like when you try to start a new workout routine, and just like you do it for like a day or two, and then you're like, screw that, I'm just like, whatever, and you kind of go back to old ways. I'm very, very guilty of that myself. But and then but then you try again, and then you have like the same thing happen kind of over and over and over again. But then you see people who go through this, and maybe you've experienced this too, but then you have this moment where you just lock in, and you are just unstoppable, and you are just going straight towards your goals. And this could apply to anything, not just a workout routine. That was just an example. But just any part of your life, there's something that you have been wanting, that you put on the back burner for a long time, that you are locked in and you are going towards super, super strongly. And yeah, you're locked into something that you really want. So big thing, and that may not be the flashiest things to manifest, but I think that's one of the best things to manifest. If I'm being honest, I want to manifest that because it takes a lot to cultivate actual change in your life, and that's something that you are manifesting for yourself. The ability to fully change your life in exactly the way that you want. So let's get into your oracle cards. We have the Maggie. Yeah. Oh, sorry. The Maggie. Yeah. So that's sort of like the Magician, or at least that's how I read it. I hope you can see it. Let me move this up a little bit. Okay. I hope you can see it. And then we have ancestors. Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting. There's something about who you truly are and you going towards that, or you making that happen. And then the observer. Yeah. Okay. See, the thing that's standing out to me in this card is the strings with the hands, with the crystal ball. You're weaving it to how you want it to be. You're very much in control, especially with this Maggie here, which again is sort of like the Magician. And I'm seeing this woman here with her roots deep into the ground. I know this refers to ancestors, but to me, this for you refers to a deep part of yourself that you lost touch with and you are reconnecting with now to bring it to life. There's something that you wanted, like maybe a childhood dream or some sort of desire, maybe something you thought could never happen for you, or maybe people told you it could never happen for you. Something like that, where it was sort of just like you felt like you couldn't do it, or you just got lost on a track of getting far away from it, and now you're getting back to it. It's like I said, it's not the flashiest thing in the world, but it really is. To me, it's probably the most valuable thing, because I'm telling you, it's one of the hardest things to get. I'm sure you know that. I hope you do. I hope you resonate with that. So we're gonna just pull some oracle cards, so like last minute messages. Okay, so with this one, navigation. Yeah, that's that's so crazy, because that's what I was talking about. Like you want to get on the path that is for you, towards what you really want, and you know where to get. Cast away negativity. I love the snake there too, because that transformation. I just really screwed this up. Okay. All right, and then take yes, financial security. Ooh, that's good. So maybe you're in a position where. Oh, sorry, I keep shaking this. Where you're able to focus on what you want. Maybe you couldn't before because financially you just couldn't, which is completely understandable. But you just couldn't. You were in that's one possibility, or maybe you making this change, or you finding the willpower to make this change opens that up for you. Where maybe it's a job, maybe it's a dream job you thought you couldn't have, and now you're going for it, and then it brings in everything that you want. There's something with that. But the biggest thing that I'm seeing here is that there's a big reward in you being so locked into what you want, because you're unstoppable. You're becoming unstoppable. That castaway negativity with the snake around the dagger, like you're done with the old stuff. And that's what I mean. Like you were down a path, or you were in a situation, there was something that just wasn't good for you, and you're just done with that. You're done with things not being good for you anymore. Just completely done with that. So that's all I have for you. I hope this resonated, and I hope to see you in the next one. All right, bye. Hi, group 3. So if you chose the rose quartz, then this is your reading. Okay, so this is just what you are manifesting, and I said this in the previous groups, and I'll say it again really quickly. If you don't like what you see, or if you want to manifest something else or something more specific, then you can always shift that, because we're manifesting intentionally and unintentionally all the time. So if there's something else you want, you can always shift your energy or focus it more towards that, or figure out, what you can do. And honestly, I'll probably do another reading on that, on what you can do to manifest more quickly, or what you can do to align better with your manifestations, or whatever, something like that. But yeah, so you can always shift your energy. Don't think that you're just locked into one thing, because it's always changing. It's always, moldable. But anyway, for this reading, we're just gonna get into it. We have some tarot, an oracle, and then I'll be shuffling some other oracles later on. So let's jump in. We have the Seeker of Wands, which I believe is the Knight of Wands. I know this is like super shady. Sorry about that. Okay, then we have the Star. Oh, I love that. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck. And then we have the Four of Wands. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, you got some good cards. I mean, all cards are good or bad, whatever, however you look at it. But anyway, you got some really good celebratory cards. So again, I said again, because I was talking about this a little bit in the previous readings, but there seems to be a theme today with all the readings of seeking something, of wanting something. But for you, this feels different, where this feels like it comes out of nowhere, because even the hat is like directing this way, and then suddenly the Star, the Four of Wands. This is a wish come true. So this is something that you have been wishing for, and maybe you forgot about it. Maybe you haven't been thinking about it too much, or maybe you just thought, you know what, I did what I could. I'm gonna just let it go for now, or forget about it. This feels like a surprise. This is something that comes out of nowhere, but that makes you extremely happy. Again, I say again because the wishbone came up in a previous reading, but the wishbone here is, again, a wish. This is a wish come true, because the Star represents a wish coming true. But for me, the Star represents a wish coming true that maybe you didn't think would come true. Or maybe, you were in a period of feeling like it wasn't possible, or like it couldn't happen, which is the same thing, I know. But I'm really sorry about all this shakiness. But yeah, this feels like, and then the water putting out the fire, you may have been really worried about something, and suddenly a solution just pops in and saves the day, because we have the Four of Wands. You celebrating. This is something that makes you very, very happy. This is an unexpected solution to a problem you've been having. So let's get into your oracle cards. We have nature, and we have the Warrior. Okay, yeah. This is like what I heard was natural cycles. So you think about cycles, right? There's ups and downs. But I feel like maybe your down was a little bit longer than some of your ups have been lately. But I'm telling you, I feel like you're stepping into a position of power almost, because this thing that comes in feels very, very, like, I want to say abundant, but it just feels secure. You feel very secure. I know this is not super informative, but yeah, I mean, this one is really straightforward. I'm not getting too much specific detail. It just feels like it's going to come out of nowhere. It's like a spring after a fall. Spring after a fall, really. Spring after winter. Like, things have been pretty heavy. It's funny that I said spring after fall. Because those are two transformative seasons, right? We go from summer to fall, so we go from hot to cold, but that's that in between, right? Spring and fall is that in between. You may have been in this like limbo for a while. Maybe you've been waiting for a decision. You know, nature, let nature take its time. It's been taking a while for you, and it's finally, when you were least expecting it, you get a solution, just boom, out of nowhere. So I'm gonna pull some cards from this deck to give you maybe there's something specific in this. I don't know. Okay. Why not? Okay, so we have Eternal Charisma. That's an interesting card. Eternal Charisma. Your cards have been very... Union. Oh, that came up in group 1. Maybe that has a message for you. This does feel a little similar. Not very, very similar, but a little bit. I don't know. You can check it out if you want. And Destiny. Well, that actually did come out also in group 1, so maybe you should watch it. Or maybe you're coming from group 1. And then we have Banish a Curse. Yeah, there's something taking you out of a situation. You've been in limbo for a while. Eternal Charisma. You've been very hopeful, though, especially with that star card there. You've been very, very, very hopeful of this situation resolving itself in some way. I'll be associated. And it does. It just sort of, you just get the solution you've been wanting. You get the answer you were looking for, and you're just like on cloud 9 about it. This actually kind of feels maybe like a loan or something, or maybe something with like a home. It kind of feels, maybe this is like a court thing. I don't know. There's something that you've been waiting on an outcome for, and it's been taking a really long time. But you've been hopeful. You've been hopeful. And yeah, something is done forever after this. That's what I feel like. With your Union card, you're celebrating with other people too, especially with that 4 of Wands. This isn't just you. This doesn't just affect you. This affects other people as well. And it's a celebration when this happens. So I'm very happy for you, and I hope it all works out. So this is all I have for you for now, and I hope to see you in my next reading, and I hope you have a good one. Thanks. Bye.